because we're all here, I want to read again what the sort of flavor text is as you come upon the scene that you guys are all looking at right now. And that is the tunnel opens into a vast grotto enclosed by gleaming ice. Consigned to this frozen sepulchre is a fantastic city sculpted by ancient magic and illuminated in a haunting way by green and purple lights that shed no warmth. The city is slightly tilted, its spires leaning away from you as though recoiling from your presence. You stand atop a causeway of frost, as if an icy tongue that stretches towards the city like some dead remnant. The city itself, a hideous behemoth whose shadowy breath you feel upon your face. So with that said, and as all of you realize that you have come to where you have been led, this is where Valen told you you could track down the Mythalar, I'm going to call it Mythalar, the device that powered this floating city in the past for the Netherese, which could in fact have the power to change the weather and change the will of a god. You have come to. And as you think about this, and as you do this, for the audience watching this, and for us as players being in the audience, the lights kind of go dark. The screen kind of fuzzes like the beginning of a Twilight Zone episode. And as it focuses back in, you see a scene that looks familiar for all of us. A scene like something from a Star Wars movie, like the command deck of a Death Star. And we see this from the vantage point behind the commander, behind the admiral, behind the person in charge of the Death Star. This person is humanoid in shape, but we can't see them. We just see their outline. We just see the people in front of them standing there amongst banks of what look like computers, but are in fact some kind of magical device, as there are no screens, there are no keyboards. One person in a smart looking curt outfit says, Iriolathas, the city's engines are failing. Our engineers and techno magi claim there is nothing we can do. If left unchecked, it will soon lead to our inevitable falling. The city's engines are failing. What do we do, sir?
Break out the queso.
As Eriothalas starts to, as this figure who has been addressed as this starts to respond, this person responds. He speaks again, and he says, "What do we do, sir? We, the, we are on a collision with the terror below us. This this state is imminent, and we cannot find the source of this problem. Should we begin evacuation orders?" Again, our viewpoint is from behind a figure sitting in a chair. It slowly, as this person is talking, it pulls back further, and we see this chair is this ornate metallic rune laden sitting device, something that maybe is akin to a throne. And as we start to see this, as we start to see these depressions and grooves and lines that seem to course with magical energies, there is a crack of green magical light from the figure we have yet to see. And the person who has been speaking to them is reduced to a pile of ash. The figure on the chair speaks in this creaking, croaking voice and goes, There is no room for doubt. We are the High Netheril, and we will not be subjugated to the realm of the low. Not when we are so close to finding the secrets of Osteria. Let Karsus and Jackalteg quibble for the powers they profuse to have. We are on the cusp of the divine, and I will not let technical challenges bring this magnificent city to its knees. Is this understood? The remaining staff drop to one knee, with a fist raised to their chest and chant in unison: Cha-cha, 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 Yithrin, cha-cha, 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 Irio, Lothas. As the scene starts to fade and drift into darkness, blue light starts to dance, and we, as the audience of this scene, are drifted to a different view where the pulsating, bouncing blue light, almost like that danced upon the top of Disney songs when we were children, starts to bob and weave and bring into vision another scene. And this scene is a dark space, lit much like the scene where Loki and Ziada found themselves caught between dream and reality when dealing with the spirit of the bear tribe that had briefly cursed them. A light blue circle of illumination in an exponentially vast expanse of darkness is what we see. The light flickers, it bounces, it stays within the realm of darkness, and then there is a flash, and a tall, striking female form enters the light from the dark. She is clad in blues and whites, highlighted with thin, almost perfect lines of purple, and has a very angular but beautiful presence. She looks up as if into the source of the blue light that led us here from the last scene, and in a voice that cracks, says, "It is done, my lady, as you have requested." There is a pause, and another voice responds, light, ethereal, but almost profoundly human in cutting comparison to the blue woman and her golden accent, and this new voice almost sounds quaint. The goals of these peoples are great and grand, but they lack the foresight or even concern needed to see the plight that they are bringing to their own kind and to the weave itself. And then the voice darkens, it intensifies, and says, I love mankind, but I will not allow them to be their own undoings. They will not destroy the fabrics that bind and hold all of us together. The blue woman cringes, bows her head in response to the raised voice of this unseen speaker. The voice lowers in intensity and it goes back to its almost soft, feminine timbre and says, Your assistance is appreciated and is to be celebrated, as is the assistance provided by all those who share the goal of keeping the continuance in a state of perpetuity. Keep to your tasks and all will be well. I go to deal with a larger threat that comes from these people. I go to deal with the forces and engage with them. It is and her voice darkens for just a moment, and then she stops and goes, it is not a matter of your concern. And as she says that, the blue light starts to fade. The blue figurine, this woman, this person who was outlined in this purple, bows politely in response, and steps back into the darkness and fades away. All right. So with that, you guys are at the border of Yithrin. You are the very cusp of starting the final chapter of this story. There's a god on your heels. There's a god's minions on your heels. And if anyone cares to remember, somebody rolled high enough last week to know that there is a large skull orbiting the massive tower in the middle of this necropolis.
Face
Uh,
bones.
the face bones from Nobular. I still didn't send you guys a picture. I should have done that. However, you guys also leveled up, and I think it is something super fun to do to talk about leveling up. So who wants to share something cool that you guys got? You don't have to talk about everything. You don't have to talk about like ability stats or my fucking strength went up or whatever. But like, what was something cool that you got on this? Who wants to go first?
Did I miss last week? Because I don't remember.
You left before you found out, so you have leveled up. So maybe you want to wait and level up your character.
I'm about to do that right now.
We are 9 and we didn't heal, right?
You
Well, you have to do a long rest in order to gain a level. But
Yeah, so no. So you guys have leveled up and gained the abilities, but not the hit points for what you've gotten. You have not long rested. That's a little bit homebrew on this, but yes. So you have access to whatever new abilities you have because of the long trek that brought you here, and then we're going to kind of figure out what you want to do from that point on. But does anybody want to talk about a cool new thing at 9th level?
But we did heal. We did our healing stuff, not just not through a long rest.
Correct. And a long rest is what would grant you access to the new hit points and
Right.
several other things. Yes.
And new spells
Yeah,
or
I believe
whatever.
that for spells it was you got the spell slots, but you did not
But not
get
the spells.
the spells. Yes.
Yep.
Thank you for reminding me. So, Harvest, as you're speaking, do you want to talk about something cool you got for 9th level?
I didn't get shit. I
Shut
feel
up.
like I feel like I've been saying this for the last I don't know how many levels, but
I feel
didn't
you
really
say that
get
for
shit.
every level. You're like, I can wild escape 14 times now, but I didn't get shit.
I didn't get shit. For real though, I really didn't this time.
Come on.
I got
something.
I really didn't. Feats. Hold on. What does that say? Manage feats. I can probably pick a feat at this point, maybe. I haven't done that. It doesn't really matter because I probably wouldn't be able to use it yet. But my proficiency is +4. Fantastic. And
Boring. Come on, something
yeah,
cooler than
exactly. And I got more spell slots. I
That's
can cast 5th level spells now.
cool. Ooh, that's pretty bad. Like
Yeah.
how many? Like 1 5th level spell slot, or like
one 5th level spell. But
Okay.
my 4th level, I can cast 3. So that's
Ooh,
pretty nifty.
That's pretty juicy. What
Yeah.
about like there's no like druidic ability that kicks in at 9th level?
Not that I could see. I'm gonna crack open a book. I haven't done that.
I thought you were gonna say we're gonna crack open a beer and come up with something, but that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my own shit up.
You're gonna homebrew this?
Yeah. But according to D&D Beyond, no, like I didn't see anything on D&D Beyond that really said like at whatever level we are now at.
It's fair. You know
I'm
what?
looking.
There are so no matter even when we played 3.5, which was crunch heavy, there were levels where it was just like, yeah, nothing happens. Like I got stronger, like my health went up, and I did this.
Right, exactly.
Like, yeah, but I'm not like a fucking superstar right now. So yeah,
Right.
all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I mean,
Kevin, how about you? What happens to Ziada at level 9?
So mine, the paladin, I was checking the table, and the chart is actually just a line. There's just you don't actually get anything.
We level up. This is the worst.
But because I checked the table, I did realize that I get 2 3rd level slots, spell slots. So that's good.
So potentially
more
2
smiting.
3rd level smites.
Yeah, right, exactly. So
And is
big
it
smashing.
so? If you're remind me, because I am not familiar with the paladin at all in 5e. that would allow you like how much extra damage if you expended a third level spell
So
slot?
first level is 2, which means a third level is 3. So a third level would be 4d8.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
And is it's radiant damage, or you get to decide the damage,
I
or is that a?
believe it's radiant.
I think it's radiant, right? I feel it's radiant.
I know it's at least you have the ability to go radiant. I don't know if you can choose between like one or another. I might be thinking something else. There's something, and it might be just a
I feel
completely
like it
different
is radiant.
character that I've
Yeah, I
played
feel like it
that's
is
like
radiant.
radiant or necrotic or something like that.
I
But
also
I know it's
I also
definitely at least
feel
radiant.
I also feel that like having read several dialogues about this, there are two types of damage that almost always go through in 5th edition. And those two damages are psychic, sorry
Yeah.
barbarian, and radiant. Those two damages almost always go through. So to just be able to be like, I'm going to throw out an additional 48 right now, that's
Of
pretty impressive. That's
untouchable
pretty impressive.
damage.
Yeah, just like I'm sorry. What are you like? Unless you're what like
Resist
an
this,
astral
bitch.
diva, it's gonna hit you. It's gonna hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
So
just
all
gonna
right, very
fight an
cool.
angel all of a sudden.
Yeah. Listen, frozen sepulcher of dead cityites. Let's see what happens. Jux, what's going on with you?
Don't know.
That's fun.
Haven't
So,
I haven't had a chance to do anything. The computer's not working right now.
okay.
It sounds like you're turning into a computer. So yeah.
It does sound like you're max head trimming this. Yes, a little bit.
Okay.
There we go. Now you're back. Now you're good. All right. Well,
I
so
didn't do anything, but all right.
I'll tell you this. Why don't you work on it? Because there's no takesies backsies. And if I get to kill your character because you're only level 8, I am gonna find that delicious. So just make sure you do that.
You're just gonna find those who kill my character anyway. You don't give a shit what the
I
circumstances are.
have told you this several times now, both in front of the group and in private. This character is gonna live forever. That just because I'm trying to kill it. That's all. So Loki, how about you? What did you get at level 9? Or actually, did you multi-class? No, you went rogue arcane caster, so that's not a multi-class, it's just like
And a
sort of a
divination
prestige.
wizard.
Divination wizard, that's right.
Yeah,
So
I'm a god now.
oh,
I'm just letting you
wow.
know.
GM.
It came just in time so that I can face another god. Just letting you know.
just to put
No,
Oral in her
It's a
place.
GVG is what's coming up. Okay.
you guys didn't see at rogue level 7 it just says god there. I don't know.
I don't know how
way.
Hal missed that. I would have
It-
jumped on
a
that
lot of people
100%.
overlooked it. I don't know. No, I got another sneak attack die, so Tom
Ooh.
might just consider it being a god anyway.
On a
So
crit,
sneak,
I might. I definitely
yeah,
would.
3d6 off
Wow.
a sneak. That's pretty great. Also evasion for level 7 rogue,
So
and
basically, when you fail, you only take half.
yeah, for
I just,
dex checks. Yeah,
it's just like I just saying it out loud. It's so good and yet so tragic. Like,
that's why I chose that one. I was like really debating that or wizard, because wizard I'd get a little bit more spells, but now I'm like 1/3 more wizard than I was last level, because arcane trickster is a third of a caster or something like that.
so does that mean you
So
can cast up to 3rd level spells, or where are you at right now?
I'm still at 2.
2 level. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't remember what level caster that is, but it's like lower.
Yeah, well,
But
no,
I learned one more spell. I don't
nice.
remember what that one was, but
I've forgotten it already, but I know one more spell.
yeah,
All right,
it doesn't need
cool.
to be prepared. I know this one, but I can't tell you right now. Scorching Ray. There it
Scorching
is.
Ray. That's Scorching Ray. I was all of a sudden I was thinking about like was it Burning Hands? And I'm like, don't you already know that? But no. All right, Scorching Ray. That's a great spell too. That is a great spell.
Yeah,
I mean,
love it.
I don't like it. I don't like that you have it. I don't like any of this, but fair enough. And then maybe after a little bit, I'll throw it back to Chris and say, Chris, what did you get? And if you haven't done it yet, Chris, I'm going to be like, wah, wah, wah. But Vaylin, I have upgraded Vaylin. Vaylin has access to some stuff that's beyond what she did, and I've given her a few additional spells, because I think it's only fair that if she's going to be a contributing member of your adventuring party, she's not like the person that does 5, you know, um, I can do magic missile 5 times, and then I don't want my wand to blow up, so I'll see you later, kind of thing. I mean, she had some effective spells, but they've been ineffective thus far. So I wanted to give her a little bit more, and I've sort of upgraded her a little bit. Professor Scant, if you think of like a Looney Tunes cartoon, that when, like, when the wolf sees the idyllic or attractive female that shows up, and his eyes bulge out and his heart starts to pump outside of his chest and his tongue rolls out and there's like an awooga sound that kind of goes on. Professor Scant has literally lost his Professor Orb mind at the discovery of this city, and is just like, and like and he's just spitting facts out at like a level of incomprehensibility, to the point that Valen says, I'm just going to put him in my pocket, and if we have specific questions, we can go from there. In front of you, again, the the city stretches out approximately 3 inches. So I'm just going to do this. Approximately 3 inches, which is not even. Actually, you know what? Approximately an inch and a half, which is what you guys are taking up on the map, is 100 feet. So
Okay, I'm done leveling.
Oh, well then let's throw it over there and say, Novakri, what have you gained?
I gained a 5th level spell slot.
Nice.
I decided to go ahead and switch around my spells. I can do that per level. So I changed out Mind Sliver for Shield.
Okay.
I picked up Synaptic Static, which looks pretty wicked.
That's a pretty good spell.
And
I
Mass
like
Cure
that one.
and Mass Cure Wounds. And Dimension Door because somehow I get into a situation where I need to bail and I can't.
That's a great spell. I mean, Dimension Door is a great spell for a thousand different reasons. And I also think Dimension Door is something you can do as a bonus action, maybe? Yes?
No, it's an action. You're thinking Misty Step.
No, I thought there was it was Warcaster, maybe, but whatever. So, anyways, what is the plan? Like, are you guys? I assume you're going to continue towards the city, correct?
Yeah, I think so. Doesn't seem to be anything back there for us.
You assume wrong.
We jump into the snow and say, "Fuck it." All right. So,
Let's take a tunnel home.
Is there another Remoraz tube? Bye.
Yeah. Is there any way to go further down? Like just
I did have a
lower?
question about
Yeah.
what we saw.
So first of all, to the question of, is there any way to go further down? Maybe. Maybe there's a way to get onto the city. Maybe there's a way to get squashed by the city. I don't know. Maybe I do. I don't know. So that's that. And then, yes. Other question?
Our perspective of this city, are we literally on the same level? And so all of these like buildings and structures are like bigger than us. We're looking up at them, or are we higher than it and we're looking down at this city?
Good question. So the sort of the icy promenade that, or like tongue, if you will, that
Mm-hmm.
leads into the city that you're on, leads down towards it. You have kind of like an above view vantage point of it. The idea being that, like, I think I'm still on the right thing. So like, this is like a 60-foot wide building. This is like a 700-foot tall tower. Like, This right here is like almost like 150-foot long structure of some sort. So you're kind of descending in, and as you descend in along the slope to arrive, do this here, you're kind of like, on the crest looking at a city or a town as you go down and into it.
Okay. And so we can kind of like see from everything that we can see now in this picture, we can see as our characters.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
like in my mind, this is reminiscent of something, and maybe this helps for descriptive purposes. I once was over in Europe and was on a train that led into a city, but it led through the mountains. And as the train came around the mountains to the city it was going to go to, you saw the whole city beneath you. And so
Okay.
that's what you see that this city is actually bigger than what you can see, and that the far side has been claimed by like ice and snow and rime creeping in, and that's basically like the eastern and northeastern parts of the map where stuff you can barely make out, but um, everything else that you see basically from like, if you were to think of a compass rose from north to south, and then everything on the western side is still available and hasn't been claimed by the ice and snow kind of thing.
And is it completely pitch black in here?
No,
Dark? Okay.
that's a great question, because the entire city appears to be lit by some kind of ancient magic that, in a haunting way, glows green and purple.
And so everything, all of the color that I see is green and purple. Is there anything that stands out as a different color or is glowing brighter than everything else or looks to be glowing and central to the city?
You see that the streets are lined with like these green and purple orbs. You see that these like talons, these claws, whatever you want
Mm-hmm.
to call these things here as you go around, seem to be lit with purple. You see that the central tower here
Mm-hmm.
is lit in only purple. And then the buildings that are not the streets, right? So this is the street, this
Mm-hmm.
is the street, this is the street, are illuminated by either green or purple or maybe almost like an incandescent white. But in between the buildings seems dark. It is the main thoroughfares that are lit and illuminated.
Okay.
But the buildings, if you look closely, seem to reflect and show that there is light from within that keeps them illuminated as well.
Okay. I think those were all my city questions for now.
I got some
What
city
about your
questions.
country questions?
I don't know.
Yeah, so about those trees over there. Just kidding.
No. Listen, you can see them. If you have a question, ask a question.
Do they look alive? Do they look dead? Do they look similar to the little tree forest that we were just in?
Give me a knowledge nature check. The 15. With the 15, it looks weird. The the trees that you see appear to be like golden in color, which makes you think about fall, right? Like the season of wilting and falling and getting ready for the winter. But you know that this city has been here for, at a minimum, hundreds if not thousands of years, so why would these trees still be there? And the other thing that you notice with that 15 is that the trees seem to move as if a wind you cannot feel moves their branches.
Oh, interesting. I point that out to my companions.
Trees are doing shit later.
They're waving. Look, guys, they're waving at us.
Oh my god, it's so cool.
How friendly.
Nap time is when I get to be a Viking.
It's definitely druid stuff.
Definitely.
Did you say cannoli? Ah, cannolis.
I did not, but I didn't know cannolis were connected to druids.
I don't
That's
think anyone
amazing.
said cannoli, but
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think anyone said
typical
that.
druid.
Did you say cannoli? No, I didn't. Please don't turn me into
No, we were
something.
making
No,
fun
I
of
did not.
you loving trees and noticing them and thinking that they're waving at us being a druid. And you're like, cannolis. And it's like, yeah,
When I sleep,
fucking
I see
elves.
cannolis.
Fucking elves.
Whatever
So-
form of elf that you are at this point.
Yeah, who
So-
the fuck knows?
So, are you guys gonna start to progress your way into the city? You're gonna hang out? You're gonna try to rest here? Like, what are you guys gonna do?
I think we want to head in, at least a little bit, kind of
All
see
right,
what's
so-
going on.
I will describe if you move towards the end of here, and then go from there. So, as you progress, remember you guys had traveled for miles through the caverns of this glacier that you find yourselves traveled in to leave the caves and everything that you had dealt with to get here. But after, say, some 2, 3, 4 miles, you find yourselves on this isthmus that points its way and touches down in the long dead city, hopefully dead city, of Yithrin. Green and purple lights cast an otherworldly glow upon the frost draping that hangs about the silent city. Clawing spires, broken domes, and steeples leaning at odd angles surround a huge citadel right in the center. At the foot of the causeway, a giant statue lies prone and motionless, its surface gleaming with the frost of mire. So that is effectively here. You guys have made it that far. What do you want to do?
I'm thinking, I'm kind of glancing over and trying to see what this little football field is.
Okay. So, um, I'm going to give, so from where you are, I'm going to give you some heads up. I'm sorry, I had a cat that was just draped all around me. So, I won't go into too much detail unless you ask further, but I will tell you this. Let me grab this thing, snap to center. Okay. From here, you see one of those kind of turrets or talons that sticks up that is connected to this place via a gangplank that's right here. You can see this. From here, you see about 150 foot, maybe 200 foot long arena of some sort that appears to be like it looks like some sort of sporting event, maybe. I have to go back to my notes. Sorry. I did make notes. I had too many open before this. Nope, not doing that, not doing that. Where did I? Nope, that's the Halloween game. Hold on. Sorry, everybody. My bad. What did I do with the thing? I think it's. It's always frustrating when you can't find the thing that does the thing. Sorry, everybody. Okay, there we go. So this looks like a spire of some sort. Let's go back and do this. We do it this way. All right. So this looks like a spire of some sort. This looks like some kind of arena of some sort. In the center of it, or along the center of it, looks like these trident-looking shapes that shoot up from the center of the arena. Um, this looks like some kind of, I'm just going to say, magical tower. It looks like it's got runes or other things carved into it. To your left, over here, you're not sure. It looks like a community, but then it looks like a concentration of buildings around it. Like, so there was some kind of central hub. This looks like the bottom of a long tentacle that leads up to the main, like, like 5, 6, 700-foot tower in the center of the building. And then to your right, a little bit further over here, this looks like some kind of floating place. Like, there's levels that float in and among themselves, like as if people could, or something could come in to connect to it. And then right here just looks like, I think the best way to describe it is to say it looks like the outside of the Museum of Natural History in New York. It just looks like some sort of edifice of responsibility. Like, that's what it looks like. And so with that, I will say that again. This central hub of buildings, outlier buildings, bottom of a giant tentacle tube, arena maybe, spire, talon, tooth thing that rises up, floating things like levels, historical building maybe, tower with arcane sigils. And with that, well, I need to take a bathroom break. So I'll be right back, and you guys can figure out what you want to do.
Anybody with Arcana want to see if they can decipher sort of from here what that glowing orbish ball is underneath the 700-foot tower? Maybe Navakari will be better equipped to be able to determine what that is from here, or
Sure.
gain some sort of insight on it.
Because I'm a bard, right? That's it.
Because you're a badass.
Yes.
Just,
I mean, badass, yes.
Hashtag not all bards.
Hashtag prove us wrong then, for once.
Not all bards are stacked in Arcana. Correct.
We had one guy who made like the world's worst wizard, and his tagline was, "Not that kind of wizard."
I say we go to the arena and like play a game,
We're not that kind of orc.
like some Quidditch.
Arena's cool. Yeah. See what
Yeah,
the arena's
I mean,
about.
are we seeing any movement or anything?
Right. Exactly. I'm
'Cause
gonna ask
that's
about.
something too.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that, but I was. That's a good question for you. But I was also gonna ask if those, like, if is that rubble we're seeing around places,
It
or
looks like some of it definitely is. Right, like all around here.
yeah, exactly. Is that rubble? Is that like
'Cause,
considered like
there's this.
ruins or right?
Like,
Xenomorph eggs.
I assume that they kind of like
Used to be
curved up.
attached to something.
Yeah, like that and this and that sort of stuff. It's all part of this. And they were curled up like this guy a little bit. Just, not out, sticking out of the thing.
So there are two ways of asking these questions. You could ask me, and maybe I'll make you roll a die, maybe I'll give you an answer. Or two, you could ask Professor Scant, who is the regional expert on all things Netherese.
Well, the two questions that I think we came up with were, do we see any movement or people or anything like that?
Give me a perception check.
And I also want to do an Arcana on those runes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Harvest, what was the nature for?
The trees. Earlier.
You had me do that for the trees.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Perfect. I was
Mhm.
like, I thought they said perception or arcana. That's sort of like, what nature are you rolling right now? Okay. So I was looking at the map and I looked over and okay, Ziara, with a 26, you like for the most part, this appears to be a dead city. But as you kind of focus, you don't see anything in the thoroughfare here, right? You don't see anything here. You don't see anything here, like this area right in front of you. But you do see what looks like shadows darting within shadows in other parts of this city. And again, remember, you're like, as you're descending down, you're several hundred feet up coming into the city. You just see shapes. You see what seems like the suggestion of movement. Now, is that some sort of ancient magic in this city? You have already seen that circling around this tower here is this skull shape. Is that part of it? Is it part of the shadow cast by that skull? Is it something else? You don't know, but you definitely see what appears to be the shifting of shapes and or movements in further parts of this settlement, this city, this whatever you want to call it.
I told you that's not rubble, it's xenomorph eggs. We're screwed.
Keep your mouth and you know
Omelets.
Exactly what I was thinking. Cannoli omelets.
Did anybody ever see the Bob's Burgers episode where they were doing the play and Tina told the play about like the xenomorphs?
I don't think
Nope.
so.
It is worth
Just
a
you.
watch. It's worth. You know what? That's fine. It's worth a watch. Watch it and love it.
Okay, just turn one way or the other. Just
So,
Tina,
Tina. So no,
laughing
it's
for like
Dina.
10 minutes, but then
Anyway.
it's just like, wait, you're gonna hit that car.
So yeah, so that's with that check, that's what you see. But I think actually, I think that Novakri said you wanted to do an Arcana check
Yes.
on the
Runes.
glyphs or the runes.
Do it.
With a 17, there are just enough runes that you can make out that are large enough that on this building here, they appear to be runes or motes of power or something that are akin to abjuration.
Uh-oh.
Something's trying to keep us out, guys.
So, what do you guys want to do? I know, like I feel that if Ziada has moved that far forward, the rest of you have probably moved that far forward too.
Yeah, what's the distance actually between us and Ziada as it stands right now?
Well, so as it stands
Talking
right
like
now,
100 feet?
you guys are like 100, 120 feet.
Oh,
So
yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so remember, so this map is not to scale, and I'm
Yeah.
not going to make it to scale.
Mhm.
I think that what I put you on this map so you could see where you wanted to go, and I will attempt to either recreate create or find maps for everything that you can see. But as you kind of come to the bottom of this frost tongue, which is gross and cool all at the same time, in front of you, you see like piles of rubble and the detritus of towers and things that have fallen down. You see language scrolled into it that you don't understand because none of you fucking took Draconic. But what you do see is you see this tower to your right. Let me do this. See this sort of talon-shaped tower from a causeway to your right that has lights glowing within. You see across this area right here, you see what looks like what I can only describe as like an NFL stadium. It looks like some sort of sporting arena. Beyond that, you see here what was maybe a district of some kind. Like there are maybe these were shops, maybe they were homes, you don't know. Several of them have crumbled. But what you do see is that here there is a spire that still rises with these weird, like, floating levels around it. And here is something that looks akin to what you and I would say is a museum. Directly in front of you is a tower, and that is the tower that just sort of emanates, pulses this magical energy that you've seen these markings of abjuration. And then to your left, you see what looks like a building that people would not readily enter. It looks like if anybody, I'm going to use a Boston reference here because that's what I'm going to come up with. If anybody's ever been to Boston, Boston City Hall looks like something that should be in Soviet Russia, right? Like it's concrete, it's large, and it's imposing. And rather than saying, come in and be part of civic justice and government, it looks like we're going to set up for the zombie apocalypse and there's no way they can break in. And that's kind of what this looks like right here.
It's
and then
Boston.
a little bit, yeah, it's well, I mean, fucking Boston, fact. But right here is what appears to be the
Guard.
bottom of a trunk, or like, and when I say trunk, I mean like an elephant. Like, and as ridiculous as that sounds, that's what it almost appears to be, as this tubular metal slash not metal, like spherical or like ovoid thing descends from this massive tower down to here in this collective. And that's what you see as you kind of come into the city. So what do you guys want to check out? I should also say, and I apologize because I said one, as you come in, you see this talon-shaped tower with lights. You also see this one to your left as well that seems to be gleaming with like purple and green lights.
If I look at the writing with the spectacles on,
Wait. Which writing, which spectacles?
the writing that you said that we couldn't read because it's draconic, and the drow spectacles.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Would I be able to read it at that point?
Give me a Constitution save.
Damn it.
That's
10.
enough. You're fine.
Good.
Basically, you realize that when you put these glasses on, it doesn't help you focus at all, and everything kind of goes wow, 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 wow. You know, like it. If you've ever put on somebody else's glasses to be like, man, my eyesight's better. Oh my god, it's way better than yours. That's what just happens when you put these on.
So they're just regular fucking glasses?
I don't know. Are they?
Look at something close up. Not far away. That orb ball thing that's underneath the tower, is it glowing? Is it moving? Does it look like there's arcane stuff coming off of it?
Well, let's do a couple things. Let's do this. The first is that sure, you see this huge crystal sphere that is like as it rotates around on what looks like a pedestal that it doesn't touch. And this luminous 50-foot diameter crystal sphere, thanks for measuring that, whoever did it, appears to be underneath the city. But if you're going to do a detect magic, you can do that if you're going to do it.
Detect magic. I'm not casting.
Little DM,
Hold on.
DM for the DM. She does her BMs in the PM.
I'm seeing if I even have a detect magic.
Well, as you're thinking about that with the tech magic, as a magic user, that is a source of significant power, like blah 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 power.
Okay. I don't have a detect magic.
I'm not sure what they rate blah 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 as, from
Yeah.
somewhere between wondrous and fucking like, I don't know, artifact, but blah 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 power.
Cool. Okay, let's go, peeps. Let's
All right,
go.
so that's what you guys see, or
I
that's what you
can.
guys feel, or that's why. What do you guys want?
Okay. Yeah. So wait a minute, real quick. We we are trying to find what exactly? I'm asking Valen
So
and
Valen turns around and slaps you
Professor
across
Scant.
the face and says, "Fucking
I
druid!" And
rip
then she
her
reaches
fucking
into her
arm off.
pocket and she pull. And as you guys start to literally eat each other apart because you turn into a bear and she turns into an undead dying thing, Professor Skint says, "Oh! Stop for a moment. Let's all take a moment to remind ourselves why we're here, because this is that moment in the anime where the audience gets to remember what the fuck we're doing. All right, first of all, this is the city of Yithrin, crashed into the ice millennia ago. However, the Yithrin city, as most Netherese cities were powered by powerful magical mythlas. Mythlas allowed the Netherese to lift their cities into the sky. You may not realize this, but this city is in fact itself the very top of a mountain that they cleaved off and turned upside down and used for their traveling victories. That said, mythlas are powerful, and I say that punctuated with sounds, because they could do so much more than just change gravity and levitate things. They're also possible of changing the very geographic and atmospheric presences of an area, which is why my master, the lady with the eye patch, Phelan, has been so proponent of me getting you to come down here to get this. Because if we can access the Mythla, we could in fact find a source of power powerful enough to thwart what it is that Oral has done to the north for the last so many months. That bitch.
Okay.
No one's saying anything, so I think you're all amazed by my intelligence. Excellent.
Well, every time. Loki,
I'm
were
fucking
you gonna say
amazing, I
something?
know. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to start to Form a ritual detect magic.
All right, you detect magic.
It's gonna take like 10 minutes, but yeah.
It's fine. It's like, I mean, you could have started doing that when Navakri moved. I'm sorry, when
Yeah,
Zion
I
moved
started
up.
when they started wrestling.
So
Everyone's watching. We're
everyone just started
I'm over
punching
here
each other.
chanting.
Uh,
Yeah.
so this entire city is magic, and I'm not saying that to be a dick, but
I'm blind.
everything about you fuck Tom.
Quick,
You
give me the
fuck.
glasses.
So wait. No, but I'm gonna give you more. I will wait. I will give you more. So hold on one moment. So let's do this. I'll give this. Snap this down. Okay. So the whole city is magic. You see that like the streets, all like the main thoroughfares and all of this is they're just lined with these globes of like it's almost like fairy fire caught in a vessel. So there's greens and there's purples. Every now and then there's a blue, but it illuminates the streets just like a street light would. You see that all of the buildings, including the central tower, everything is illuminated and has light to it, which but they don't have enough light that the city is lit up to the point that it's a burning beacon. It's lit up to the point that there's this eerie, almost incandescent glow to everything. What you do recognize is that there are areas of significant magical presence, and the biggest areas are as such. Let me go back and grab this and this. The closest to you is this in the center, and this tower. Those are the biggest, most prolific. This area is here. And then throughout the city, there is a series of towers that all seem to radiate a level of magic in equivalence, and that is higher than anything else. And as you look around and you take this in, you realize that there are 8 of these towers that seem to be of relevant significance that are lesser magic than here, the center spire, but that they all seem equally more magnificent than the rest of this city.
What kind of magic is it?
What's a good question? As you do that, you realize that each one of the towers that you were just noticing are of different schools of magic. So there's abjuration, there's divination, there's necromancy, there's evocation. The 8 schools of magic are represented by the 8 towers that you see as you take in with that spell. You also notice that to your right, specifically, the claw, the talon, the palisade, whatever you want to call this, is giving off faintly more magic than other things. And you also notice that this area here, this sports arena, whatever this is, has these 3 like 40 to 60 foot tall pillars that appear to be tridents. They reach up and form these tridents into the air that are giving off a unique magic that is not akin to other things that you're seeing.
I asked Loki what
Do me
the
a wait, do me a
penis
favor.
tower full of
Wait,
magic is.
wait, before we talk about penises, hold on. We'll get into the dicks soon enough. Loki, give me a knowledge arcana.
Ooh, I got a 1.
Oh.
But wait, why isn't it re-rolling? Hold on.
You want to burn that luck? Burn that luck.
It should automatically do it. Wonder why it's not 15.
All right, we'll roll with a 15. You realize that this central
not.
tower, it's almost impossible to see, but with a 15 you see it. With the knowledge arcana, I should say. If you were just like doing like a perception, it would be almost indistinguishable. but the tower itself, and even the elongated like trunks that are here, and maybe there's one over there. They're encased in what looks like some kind of yellow force field. Like they're almost like they're wrapped in it. Like think of like if somebody in a cast, right? There's this crystalline yellowish magic energy that wraps around it that it looks like it's acting like some sort of force field, and you are capable of seeing it with your arcana check. So you guys are at the end of the gangplank. Gangplank. I don't know why I said gangplank. I like that better, actually. You're at the end of the gangplank. To your left, some sort of settlement and the bottom of a weird tube covered in magical energy. Directly in front of you, some distance of several hundred feet, is a tower covered in abjuration runes. To your right, you see some city that's in desolation, but a tower with floating levels and I guess the Museum of Natural History vibe. And even closer still, you see one of these. Hold on, let me do this. See one of these glowing talon purple towers, and what looks like, I'm just gonna call it the vet. It looks like the vet from Philadelphia. That's what it looks like. Also, it has three giant like metallic tridents rising out of it, and the vet didn't have that. See, locate object. Locate object. What are you trying to locate?
The mithril.
Mithlar? I think you
Yeah,
need to know
Mithlar.
what it is, don't you?
It says I can find an object of a particular kind.
It says describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You have never seen a Mithlar.
It says alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon.
Hold on, hold on. What I'm going to
Okay.
tell you is this: you have heard from Professor Scant what a Mithlar is, but you personally have never done that. So I think you can work with Professor Scant to figure that out. And what you will find out is that Mithlar is there.
Mm.
You can see the Mithlar, but what Loki will tell you after his sort of Arcana check is that this whole tower is covered in some kind of force field.
I don't know if I would say
As are
that.
these like tubes that come down. At which point Professor Scant will say, "Oh! Perhaps what they did was they guarded it with specific knowledges being the only way to let someone or someones in to see it or to interact with it. That is very smart. Yes, that way only those with the most knowledge would be able to access the power within. I mean, it kind of sucks for us, but also it makes total sense from a Netherese point of view."
I'm surprised you didn't spend this spell on cannolis.
Oh, did someone say cannolis? I'll fucking kill one of you for a cannoli.
So I should have
gonna
used
tell
this
you right now.
spell for fucking cannolis.
I'm going to tell you right now that if something you guys face has suggestion, it's going to say, Professor Scant, if you murder someone for us, we'll give you a cannoli. Just saying.
He doesn't even have a mouth.
Doesn't matter. Just
Or
smear it on his
Or
orb.
taste buds.
Smear it on his orb buds. He's got it.
Loki, what school of magic is this penis tower?
I believe it's all the middle one.
The middle one is all.
No, this penis tower.
Oh, that specific penis tower. Okay.
Yeah.
This
One that looks like a
So
penis.
I'm gonna say this. Hold on. I gotta go and check. I was gonna say you can't know, but you can obviously know. So hold on.
Yeah, I danced for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I
Tom
literally
has to
danced.
check his notes on all the different penises.
Yeah, it's not like I don't have penis notes for this. So
I have this stuff written down. I take thorough notes.
Did you spell it as penile or?
Penile.
Penticles.
I started with penises, and then I went
Okay.
penile is so much easier. So
Okay.
Penile.
that tower, honestly, just want to make sure I've got this right. 27, 26, 27, 57 is apparently is the it's actually two towers. I know it is confusing. This tower, let's do this. Do this. This tower right here is a tower that seems to, thanks to your detect magic, seems to be connected to transmutation. And then this one that looks like three snork like heads coming up is a tower of music.
Oh,
So,
So,
what would you guys like to do? There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot.
Oh, you're ready
There
for
is.
some
Hold on.
football.
Actually, you know what? It does feel a little Monday Night Football here. I think there's a couple things I want to touch base with about this. Here are three things I will share with you about this city. One is spells illuminate street lamps and building interiors and exteriors as if the spell continual flame is on. So nobody has to worry about being caught awry unless I specifically put you into an area and say you can't see. So that's one. You guys can see stuff and things. Two, um, this entire region, and maybe I'd say that as you step off the end of the icy gangplank that you're on, you would realize this. Gravity is stabilized. So even though this entire city tilts at like a 35 to 40 degree axis to the south, just like the picture that you're seeing, you can walk on it normally. There is no weird alternate effect. So unless I say there is like, tough terrain or something or whatever, you can move normally. You have no problems with it. And then lastly, I would like anybody who has a knowledge arcana. No, you know what? Professor Scant's just going to tell you. This is an ancient Netherese city. And I don't know if you know this or not. I do because I'm way smarter than you. And also, I've read up on all the literature. Any other ancient Netherese city has some problems for people who aren't Netherese to go in. Are any of you Netherese, by the way? No?
You're the fucking
Okay.
smart one. You tell us.
Well, well, that's very rude, but
I
anyway.
probably am.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Mister,
Mister. I'm so fucking smart ball.
Well,
All
I
of a
mean,
sudden,
if you'd
throwing
like
his
me to
knowledge
not tell
around.
you what's going on, that's fine.
Bitch,
I mean,
you can't
I'm happy
not
to
tell
not tell
us.
you.
You don't have the ability to not tell
First
us.
of
You
all,
haven't
give me
stopped
something to
talking
tell
this
her,
whole
and then I'll
time.
not tell you. Anyways, what I wanted to let you know, asshat, is that there's often a problem with non-Netherese traversing Netherese settlements. Sometimes it's something that sets in soon. Sometimes it's something that sets in later. Sometimes it's something that sets in never at all. As a magic orb, it never affects me. But I'm trying to not be a bitch, Ziada, and tell you about it.
Well,
I
you
You're
mean, like
failed
as
welcome.
that
soon
check.
as
I failed my don't be a bitch check. Anyways, But yes, I mean, here's what I can tell you. I will only assume that the Mythla is in the central tower. Obviously. I mean, duh. We've all played an RPG at some point. However, the way to get in clearly has something to do with one of three things. Either A, secret knowledge, B, the 8 towers of abject magic that are around it that Loki has noticed, or 3, something I can't fucking think about. But also, it's been a long trip and I just want to sleep on a cot, and Vaylin keeps using me as a pillow and I don't like it. Sorry, I'm losing myself. What do you want to do now?
Hmm. Okay.
I think at some point we just have to go
Yeah.
somewhere.
I'm just gonna see what happens and that right there. Anything? Do I die?
You
That's
did.
what good.
Soon.
Well, no. So, like, you guys can move into the city right there. I think that the question is, where do you want to move to? You see, like, so the options that are directly in front of you are there's the tower here of abjuration. There's this sort of sports arena right here. There are these sort of purple talon like towers, or whatever you want to call them. They're coming up. And then directly to your left is this sort of compound with like facilitated buildings around it. And then there is this. It To me, it just looks like some kind of like um, H.R. Geiger, tentacle tube that reaches down into the area around there.
But the tentacle tube is also shielded, correct?
Absolutely, yes. The
Okay.
people who had done a detect magic realized that tube has like a shield around it. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't get close to it. It just means that there's some kind of shield around it.
You might also be able to gain access to the central tower through that too.
All right, can you say that again? It came in really choppy. I'm sorry.
I said you may be able, or we may be able to gain access to the central tower that
We may be able to gain access to the tower
With that too.
through that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
this tube.
I
If
mean,
if that tube weren't shielded the way the tower is as well.
mhm. So again, as
Maybe a way in.
Chris, you are max headstroming to like the max right now. So you might have to do a restart or something like that. But that said, what do you guys want to do? I mean, I'm just what I wanted to do with this is that there is an untold number of things. Well, actually, I mean, you guys can see numbers.
We're gonna
So
fly
there is a
this fucking
specific number
city
of things you can
out
go
of the
check out.
mountain.
But what do you want to go do?
Who's flying it?
Is that better?
I vote
Yes.
Loki. Yes.
Excuse me. So as you guys all, I'm sorry, make sure to do this so I can move her up. As you move up, Professor Scant, if you're listening to him, is just like this. This is so fascinating. I've heard of the arena pits. I've also heard that might be a collectively interesting place to gather information. However, to our left, it seems that maybe that's a penal colony. I'm not sure. I mean, why would there be some sort of truncated elevator that leads to the central tower from a penal colony. And to our right, that seems almost historical. Although the one that's directly in front of us, well, abjuration is something that often makes someone think what is there is not what is there. So I just don't know. I'm so fascinated. Also, don't die because I want to leave and tell others of this.
We're so fucking leaving his ass here.
I just imagine Professor Scant, like a tick, is gonna burrow his way inside of your asshole, and that's how you're gonna take him out. But what do you want to do?
Like Ant-Man and Thanos.
Mm-hmm. I like to call him Ant-Man, but yeah.
Ant-Man. I'll check out, being that we're here, I'll check out this here thingamabobs.
All right.
I'll head
As you
down
move,
that way, but I'm heading to the arena while I do.
okay. As you move that way, you see that there is a stone walkway that leads to a tower that claws upwards, almost like a talon, and pointed kind of inwardly. Um, Narrow windows align the walls, and along the top of it, you see these. Actually, you know what? Give me a perception check. With a 25, I can't believe a 25 is not a crit for you, like not a natural 20. But with a 25, you see that like you, have you ever seen pictures of Notre Dame and the gargoyles on Notre Dame? How they're kind of like at one point they were very stylistically carved to be interesting and awe-inspiring, but because it's been, you know, like 3 centuries since its creation, they're worn down. That's what you see. You see these figures. Some of them have been reduced because of age to just lumps, but other ones seem to be these almost like, excuse me, gothically, architecturally um, humanoid, but like transfigured or grotesqueried humanoids that sit there with leering mouths and wings or eyes that lean down towards you over that. And the pathway that you see in front of you um, leads to what looks like a door that's slightly open with this purple light spilling out from inside.
I'll check it out.
All right, so tell me what you're doing.
I'm walking towards the door, I'm looking in.
All right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to move you right here. And as you do that, I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
Seriously?
Yep.
Fucking town.
Fucking Tom. Running games with monsters that want to kill us. All right, I need to double check notes because this was all bullshit I had to roll before the game because, you know, we. All right, so let's do. Where is the thing? All right, so first thing I need to do is I gotta find this shit. Then I'm gonna go. All right, and then I gotta go back and find everybody because, you know, everybody. Not that. Hold on. Guys, I apologize. This is taking me so long, but like moving these maps in Roll20 is it's like an AOL loading screen right now, so sorry. All right. So the people that were there are Novakri. I'm sorry, Harvest and Ziada. You were pretty close, right?
I mean, Ziada's not that close. She's at the arena.
No, I'm just saying. Okay.
Close relatively.
Yeah,
Compared to the rest
comparatively
of
to the rest
everybody.
of people.
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go boom. Oh, boom. And turn. And turn. Let's click on this and go. They have. Nope, they just have a nothing. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go boop. All right, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go descending. All right, and we're gonna scroll back up. All right, so Harvest. It is your turn, but before we do that, I'm going to bring everybody to this map, and as I move here, know that depending upon where you were, so whatchamacallit, Ziada, you can be there if you spend a full turn action. Everybody else, if you're going to try to do it, it's going to take 2 turns to get there to be able to interact. So here we go. That's what happens when you break off from the group. All right, Harvest, you're up. You see above you 2 of these creatures. By the way, can you see where you are? I should probably start with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, in the turn order, all I see is these creatures.
Me too.
In the turn order, all you see is the creatures?
Yeah. Before I saw everybody's initiative, but now I only see them.
That's weird. So here's what I want you to deal with is I've got the turn order on my end, so I don't know why that is. So Harvest, you are up. What do you want to do? You see a creature.
Those creatures are inside that talon, or are they outside of that
No,
talon?
they appear to be coming to life outside of the tower.
These are the gargoyle types.
The
Yes.
gargoyles.
Yep, they appear to be coming to life, and they are some 80 to 90 feet above you.
Okay.
What would you like to do? You are
I would
savvy and aware enough to deal with this. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah. I would like to back the fuck up. Move my full movement back towards Ziada.
I'm gonna say for this, just because we're not on the main map, that you could move away from them. I mean, they're clearly a move and a half unless they charge you away from you. So I mean, you could step away if you want, but even if you were to move your full range back, they could charge at you if you want. So think of that before you do anything else.
I definitely want to get closer to Ziada. So
All right.
I'm going to move my full movement to Ziada. You don't have to move me on the screen. That's fine.
I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to step you back to here and say you're getting as close as you can to get to her. So okay.
And I will use I'll do a longbow attack.
Okay. Are you attacking the one to the north or the south?
Are they equally as far from me? If not, I'm going to attack the one that is closest.
I would say the one to the north is a little closer, but
right.
they're basically equally distant from you.
Then I'll go with the one in the north.
Okay. Gargle to the north.
Feel like okay. Hold on, I'm just confirming something.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Okay. My bows are my arrows are magical. So if I hit, it's a plus.
+1. Yep, and a +1 to damage.
So it'd be a
19
20.
is a hit. Oh,
So it'd be a 7 damage.
crappy damage.
Well, that's what I got.
Damage nonetheless, though. Patoo! All right. Are you doing anything else? Do you have a second attack or what else?
I could throw a dagger. Because I'm allowed to attack twice.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
If you throw a dagger at this guy as well as this arrow, do not expect that you're going to get it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, think about this. As you can see on the map, this is a gangway that like extends outside of this city that you're firing up against a stony thing that just drops down into an icy abyss beneath it. So you can throw that dagger. Just remember that if you don't hit and you don't have a chance to collect this from the target, it's gone away. But by all means, throw that dagger. Dagger.
I'm gonna wild shape.
What are you gonna wild shape into?
Yeah, good question.
Gonna require me to do more shit. God damn it! But okay.
It didn't have to attack me the first fucking door I looked in, Tom.
You are like, I'm going to the purple glowing
I'm
tower.
looking in an open door.
You walk down a gangplank. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. What are you turning into?
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm gonna make it the most fucking annoying thing I possibly can. Give me a second.
Squirrel.
Every time. What are you turning into?
And I will let you know. You can let Ziada go. Hold on.
Well, no. As you're working on that, Loki, it's your turn. Are you gonna move? Actually, you know what, Loki? Give me a perception check. With a 26, you see that all of a sudden, Harvest is in trouble. What are you doing?
I'll go over and help.
If you spend a full round motion, you can move halfway there this turn.
Okay. Being a rogue can, bonus action, and regular movement. Does that help me get there?
I'm going to put you
Any
here.
quicker?
So I'm going to put you here. So on your next turn, you could get there and do something as opposed to just getting there.
Okay, cool.
All right. Valen, let's give her a perception check. Let's see what happens. Yep, she knows she's here. She cannot move as fast as Loki, so that's that. Ziala, you were pretty close to her, so give me a perception check to see if you see what's going down. Holy shit, you know what's going on. You know what's happening. So you can make it like right behind her. So I'm just gonna put her right. I'm gonna put you right here. Actually, you know what? For sake of shits and gigs, you make it to like out here. Let's see. Yeah, come on. Why are you not doing the thing I'm asking you to do? There you go. Is there something that you can do from there? So if you want to try to do a ranged attack or something, you could try to do a ranged attack.
Yeah. Let's. Okay. Get out of the way, stuff. I am going to.
Throw your sword. Go ahead, do it.
No. Aw, man. I'm gonna try and attack with the Ring of the Ram, but it's only.
Who are you attacking?
I assume that this one.
All right,
Actually,
so
well,
the
they're both available.
Yeah,
Honestly, so
but
kind of
a
whichever. But I'll go the top one.
A 14 is a miss.
Yep.
All right. So you moved. You act. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Novakri, from where you were, if you want to take a full round move action, you can catch up to where Valen is, and then next turn make it up there. But is there anything else you want to do?
I'll just move.
All right. So I'm going to do this. I'm just going to grab you, move you up with where Valen is, and go from there.
Would one of them happen to be within 120 feet?
Hold on. Let me. I will find out right now. I'll go back and figure that out.
Sorry, 240 feet.
Oh, you fucking god damn it! You're so annoying.
It's not
Bell
700
sniper.
feet.
Hold on. So, judging from where you were, nope, I gotta get to this. So, judging from where you were, they were within 120, 130 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast one of them.
Okay, all right, that's fair. All right, are you gonna try and hit the one that other people have had, which is the one to the north that's up here? Oh, I need to change that.
Yeah.
This guy right here. Okay. By all means. Eldritch. Oh, goddamn, that's it. Oh, I mean, yes, it's a hit, but it's not much damage.
So total of 10 damage.
So I have a. Oh, because you double hit. Okay. Yes. So the with the double hit, then absolutely that sucks, and I gotta give this guy a dot. There you go. Pew pew. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
All right. Well, I need to look at this for just a minute and say multi-tag, one with its bite and one with its claws. Okay, so whee! This dude is gonna go. What is their movement speed? Because I gotta find that out because that's only fair. So let's do.
Do I not gotta go?
It's 60 feet. No, because the gargoyle goes before you. 60 feet. So, you know what, Dolan? It's going to charge you because, it's going to charge you. So it flies down right here, right next to you. And it is only going to get the one attack, not the full attack because it charged. So it is going to see what happens to Dolan. The bite and then it all has the same poop. 1d6, 1d6. So let's do this. Boom. A 9 doesn't hit you, so it flies in and tries to take a bite, but sorry, it can't do that. I'm going to say on a charge, it can only do one attack. I'm not going to give it multi-attacks, so it flies in right there and nothing happens. So then it goes to Jux. Jux, you're on the turn order twice. What was your initiative? A 15
I don't
or
see
9?
myself on the turn order at all.
I've got you twice. I've got you at a 15 and a 9. So did you
I have a
roll
9.
initiative? Okay. In that case, get rid of that. Lochnar is still there. I think we already did Loki, right? Loki's already gone.
Yeah,
so
those are on there from the other
old
map.
ones. All right, so then Jux, it is your turn. If you want to, so two things. One, you can move up and get to basically close where Novakri is, and then you could absolutely do your whole, pew pew, because you've got like so much range it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I'm saying I got 300 feet. I don't even have to move.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, you can just stay where you are if you want. I'm just saying move up if you want to move up.
An 8's not going to hit. I'm assuming an 18 does, though.
I just realized I've muted. Yes, it does.
It's 11 points on him.
All right, got it. And that was on the guy that was directly above you. So no, not that. This. I'll go boop, boop. All right, and with that hit, I'm gonna give that guy the bloodied condition. All right, so that was one shot. Don't you have multiple shots?
That was 2 shots.
Oh no, I'm sorry. The first one was a miss. Second one was a hit. I thought I still think that you have 3 shots. That's why I was asking. All right, Harvest, your turn. What are you doing? Also, Harvest, I love the bloodied muzzled wolf that I just saw. But what are you doing? That's what you turned into?
I'm a dire wolf. Yeah.
Fucking A. Let's find the goddamn time. I'm a dire wolf, now I'm a dire spider.
crap.
Deal with it, you dumb shit. How did you not do it already? What's wrong with you? Sorry.
Yeah, if we could get an answer to that question, that'd be great.
What's wrong with you? I mean, fucking whatever.
No, not just a repetition of the question. Answer.
I mean, whatever.
I feel like you're missing it.
No, I'm literally missing it on purpose. Yes. No, I am. Nope, that's multiple. Oh, that's cool. Oh, let's do this. Nope, did that work? Can I do this? Ah, there we go. All right. Hey. All right, let's give some controls. Boop. I'm gonna move you off here. I'm gonna move you back here. Okay. So That said, it is your turn, Direwolf. What would you like to do?
I rolled for an attack. I'm just gonna do this. Just I
Oh,
want to
I'm
see what
sorry.
this does.
So yeah, so a
The
six is
it
a six is a
right
miss.
exactly. All right. And then my next one was just a tester to see if that worked. Okay. Cool. So missed with that. And hold on. I get advantage. If I get an advantage on attack rolls if one of my allies is within
It's within
5
5
feet
feet. Yeah, you
of
got
the
pack
creature.
tactics.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But nobody is. Not yet.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And so that I'm staying right there.
Okay. Goes to Gargoyle. Which gargoyle is this? Oh, it's this one. This one knows about pack tactics and is going to swing down to here. And it's not a charge. It's within its move, and it's going to have at you. So let's pull this up. Go to the. Where's my? Did it really just put that away? God damn it! Now I got to pull it up again. Sorry.
I don't know why my rolls are saying 2 GM only.
That's fine.
Yeah, it usually does
Why
that
is this?
when you get like a secondary thing, or I guess third party sort of thing.
Okay.
It just
Why is?
automatically does that.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm doing a quick refresh because all of a sudden all of my shit as far as like info for characters and whatever was like, no, you can't access that anymore. There we go. Now see us all my stuff. All right, and so gargoyle, come on. Creatures. Gargoyle. What's it? I think I must have hit the button that said this was. There we go. Character sheet. Okay. So this character makes 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claw. So let's see what happens. First is a bite. Neither of those is going to hit. Don't worry about it because I know for a fact. And then the claw comes in. Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah.
Nice. Thank fucking God I can hit you with something. So the claw comes in for 1d6 plus 2. Take 4 points of damage as the claw from this maimed gargoyle strikes across you. All right. Gargoyle number. Oh. Oh. No, I don't know why they just did that. Hold on. Sending. We go. Gargoyle Jux Harvest. Gargoyle. There's 2 Navakris. Let's get rid of that. There is Hathawin. Get rid of that. Okay. So. Wait, I thought Navakri already went. Nope. Yeah, Navakri already went. So get rid of that. So it's Ziada's turn.
Okay.
How did Navakri already go? I thought I was at the top of the turn order. Didn't I just go?
You know what? At this point, I don't know. I just don't know. So
I rolled so bad I went to the top.
all right, Ziada, you move up. You're right behind her. You see that there are these 2 gargoyles, one to her left, one to her right. They're above her. They're around her. What are you doing?
I'm going to try and
Also,
shield bash.
As
the
you
top
do
one.
that, I'm going to find some kind of. God, I just realized that I'm not playing battle music, so let's just do battle music. So, okay. All right. Who are you hitting? What are you doing? Nick?
Try and shield bash the top one. So that's an athletics. Athletics. Contest. It has to be the
Okay,
21.
athletics. We're going to just do a strength. There's an 18. 18 doesn't win. However, I don't think you can make a flying creature prone.
What?
How would you make a flying creature prone? You'd hit it.
Knocking it the fuck down.
You would smack it, but would it smack it to the ground? I'm going to say that you hit it, but I don't think that you knock it prone.
Well,
All right, so that's going to be 9 points of damage.
That's a lot. As it staggers and stays in the spot where it was hovering with its wings.
And then we've got a dirty 20.
Definitely a hit.
10 points of damage on that.
All right. It looks like it's almost dead. Are you putting anything else into that?
No, I don't think we have to do that for these guys. Dirty 20.
Let's hit again.
Not as much. It's going to be 7.
Well, it only had 6 hit points left, so how do you finish off this gargoyle?
Chopping off its wings.
Cha-cha-cha! And as it falls,
And
it like
now it's
crumbles, like
definitely prone.
its body hits the ground and goes, "Why am I pro?" And then just smashes into bits. All right, so that was the second attack. Are you doing anything else to your turn? You did your bonus. You did 2 attacks. Anything
Yep,
else?
that's all I got.
All right. Why is this? It goes to Novakri. Novakri, what are you doing? If you move your full movement, you can get to the gangplank this turn.
Yeah, I'll get to the gangplank this turn.
All right. So I'm going to grab you and move you right there.
Let me see what I got going on here.
I'm going to move the dead guy off the field, just so it's off the field.
Are they 60 feet away from me?
The dude that's right here is within 60 feet.
Okay, has he taken damage already?
No, he has not.
Okay, so no total to dead. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Pew pew.
So 14 on the low.
Why is this not coming up? Come on. Hello. 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 Hello.
Oh.
A 14 is not a hit.
What about 17?
17 is. 17 is. And so that's 7 points of damage?
Yep.
Why is this? What is happening right now? There we go. Okay. So, that was a hit that did some damage. Gross. Don't like it at all. Okay. And it goes. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
I think I'm gonna move this guy over here because he never had a chance to go. So he's gonna go on this turn too. So this guy goes first. He sees a wolf and a Ziada. Let's roll a dice. No, he's just going to attack Ziada. It's a bad move for me. It's a stupid move for me, but he's going to attack Ziada because he feels the wolf is an easy target. So he is going to... he's going to multi-attack. So here goes the bite. That's a miss. Here comes the claws. That's a miss. So nothing on Ziada. However, the other dude's going to come in this time, and he's going to swing over here. He's going to swing right here. He's not going to provoke or do whatever. He's going to come right here. Now he's going to attack, and let's see what he can do. No, not that. What is this? That's not what I want. I want this. What is happening? Why is there... Oh my goodness. Sorry, everybody. Apparently all of the windows are just closing on their own, so... Alright, here we go. Dee, 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 dee. Comes the bite. Does a 24 hit you? I think it does.
Yep.
Alright, D6 plus 2. Alright, and then second attack. No, I don't care about Cult Fanatics. Why is that still up? That's stupid. Comes the claws. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
All right, that is a crit. So here we go. It's 2d6 plus 2. As you take 12 points of damage from this gargoyle.
Okay.
All right. That is the gargoyle's turn. Gargoyle's turn, and Jux, you are up. What are you doing? You can stay where you are and have full range of this. You can move. I mean, your distance is ridiculous. So, just tell me what you want to do. Juxamillion, are you still with us? If you're not, we're just gonna roll damage from you. All right, somebody do Jux. Probably Chris, or probably Kevin, I should say, because Kevin, you are the most apropos in this. Loading, loading, loading. 15, wait, is a hit. Are you hitting the one right next? Hit this one? It doesn't matter. Yeah. So 15 for 4 points of damage, and then roll again because it's a double. They have the double. Yeah, Jux has the double. No bueno.
And that one was
But
even more damage too.
I know, but I will give him 1 dot from that first hit. All right. Harvest, as a dire wolf, what do you want to do? Rah, 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 rah. Remember that as a dire wolf, you have pack. You have pack tactics, which means you could attack this with advantage if you want, because there is somebody next to you. 21 is a hit, but roll it again just in case it's a crit.
I did. The first one was a 22.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the bottom. Fucking son of a bitch. All right.
11
so
11 points.
11 points of damage.
And it is considered magical damage. I don't know if that makes a difference.
It all goes through. It all goes through.
Okay. And
These guys are
make
not
a
resistant.
DC 13 strength saving throw.
13 strength saving throw. Let's see what we got.
Roll low.
Does a 20 work?
No.
Well, I mean, maybe not for you. It works for me. But yeah,
Yep.
no trip. All right.
Okay.
Does the direwolf only have the 1 attack?
That's what it looks like.
Looks like a dumb choice for your wild shape. All right.
No, I'm fine with it.
All right. This guy is dead. Ziada, you're up.
I'll attack this one just I guess I'll attack the one a little off to the... No, I'll attack the one just below me then.
I would give you advantage to the one right below you.
Oh, that's good.
I mean,
wait, why is that javelin? Not, I didn't mean to do javelin. Not that it matters.
I wanted to do the javelin, not the javelin, but the javelin. So a 9 is a miss, but a 20 is a hit.
Meant to be longsword, but you know, whichever. They're both +8.
Oh my God, 12 points! Wow,
Yes.
12 points of damage. Okay, so let me just up this guy's some status here. Is right here. Yep. So you come in, you slash against him. What do you got?
Second longsword.
Remember, advantage, because you got somebody next to you.
Now this time
Holy smackaroonies, it's not a crit, but a 23 is a hit. What do you got for damage?
9.
Okay, this guy is, I'm going to put it down on him. He is, he's really not doing well.
All right,
You want to try with a shield dash? Oh, you know what?
Which
I don't think I don't think I can beat that unless I roll a 20. So let's see. Strength roll. I roll a 20, but it's dirty. Doesn't matter. So it's another 3 points of damage. It's not enough
It's
to kill
actually
him.
7
I'm
points
sorry.
of damage.
Well, let me check. No. So he does not look good, but he's still up.
All right.
And it goes to ventral buddy number 2, and he's gonna try to fuck you up because that's what they do. Here we go, bite coming at you with advantage. And 11's not gonna hit you, so no. Here comes the claws. Does a 22 hit you?
That's the number.
All right, so with a 22, claw comes through. 1d6 plus 2. 1d6 plus 2. Here we go. Three. God damn it! Minimum damage. 3 points of damage. Strikes against you. And it goes to Harvest. Harvest, what are you doing? You're a dire wolf. You're not doing much. Maybe you should just kill yourself. What are you doing now?
You want me to go again? Sure, no problem.
It's your turn.
I
I mean,
will
you're in the
attack
turn order.
again. Okie doke. You got it.
A 14 is a miss, but you have it. Oh, with advantage. Yeah, it's a miss. There's your bite. Doing anything else?
Nope.
All right, quick turn. All right, Loki, on this turn, if you're going to move forward, you can get there and be part of this. You ready?
Okay.
All right. You see a gargoyle that's pretty fucked up. You see a gargoyle that's untouched. You see a dire wolf that's really just pooping its pants and not doing anything. And you see a Ziata who's gotten slapped in the face several times. What are you doing?
I think I'll stab this one.
Wait. I'm gonna say this because you've done this several times to great effect. These creatures are flying. They are next to Ziata. However, they are also in a line. So if you have spell effects that you want to use, this might be a perfect point too. Just
I'm gonna stab this one.
okay. All right. I mean, you're gonna get, if you hit, you will 100% get, and you have advantage. You have advantage because somebody's within 5 feet. So
Well, I get sneak attack. I don't know if
exactly.
I'll take advantage. I'll
That's
take
what-
it.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm giving you advantage. So yes, I'm
Sweet.
giving you the Hal effect for this.
That works.
All right, so it's not a crit, but both of these are definitely a hit for oh my god, 21 points of damage.
Oh.
God damn it.
4d6. Damn.
Did you just say your sneak attack was 4d6?
Yeah. Level 7.
Wow. All right, so
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this. That hit was close to bringing this guy to bloodied. Like, you almost got him to the bloodied mark. He's almost there. Are you going to do anything else? No, I'm going to say, I'm going to give you some, like, wherewithal with this. Like, he can't attack you because you're a distance away. But, like, what do you want to do? Because this causeway's right here. Also, as you're thinking of that, give me a perception check.
Okay.
With a
14.
14, you notice that there seems to be like lights and maybe other magical energies coming from within the tower that you guys are on the gangplank to.
Sorry, there was what?
So you guys are on this this gangplank, this spillway, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call this, that you're on. It seems like in the tower itself, beyond those lights, there may be additional magical energies. It's up to you to figure out.
All right, cool. I don't think there's anything else I can do. So
Okay. Yeah, you
chilling
moved up.
here.
You do your thing.
Yep.
Vaylin is going to move up, and she's going to not use new spells, but use her wand, and she's going to expend her last. Not her last to expend it, but she's going to use a 1d4 to try to take this guy out. There we go. I don't know why that was hidden for some reason. 1 plus 2. What does this guy have left? Come on. Let's work together. Let's make this happen. Come on. Yep. It had exactly 2 points left, so this guy is dead. Okay. Ziada, it's your turn.
Okay. This one. Man. 8 damage.
Okay. This guy takes 8 damage. Boom.
19.
Is a hit as
Is a
well.
hit. That looks like another 8. Athletics.
Hold
Dirty
on.
20.
Alright, let's do this and this and this. Oh! I meet your 20, so you don't make him prone, but he does take damage.
Okay. So that's 9 points of damage.
Wow. He's pretty fucked up.
And that is
Okay.
that's my turn.
Okay. Novakri, you're up.
That being said,
So,
I haven't rolled.
we had
for
one
Jux
left.
again.
Yes.
Well, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we
Well,
lost
there
you
you
for a minute. That's why I just had people do 2 shots. But you fucked up some people with your. I'm sorry. That's inappropriate. You really messed up some folks with your resonant. I don't know what powers from beyond. So good for you. But Novakri, you are there. You're on the gangplank. Everybody else is right behind you, almost there. And then there is this guy that's left, and he looks like he's on his last legs.
Okay, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
All right, roll to hit. Don't suck. 24, 9 points of damage. Well, okay. Well,
Ignore that last one.
I was like 24, and then you suck, and then you're good, and then you're. What's funny is you were like 24-9, 10-8, 24-9. Anyways, how do you dispatch this gargoyle?
Just dispatch it. I don't have any special.
All right, fair enough. So this guy is dead, and in front of you stands this tower that you can explore if you want, because it seems like you have taken care of the guardians around it. What do you guys want to do?
think we'll take a look in here then.
So as you guys come into this area, you see that there are books strewn about. You see that there is a stairwell that leads upstairs. You see there's crates. You see that there are what look like almost like a desk or a counter that people could come in and like ask for stuff, and like a salesman would kind of have at them. And then you see tables, you see chairs, but all of them are covered in the dust of antiquity. Not just like iciness or coldness, but what looks like something that's been here for not decades, not centuries, maybe even millennia. As you pick through it, you see, like, if you see a book, it kind of falls apart. If you see a jewel or gem, you pick it up and its luster has gone. If you see, lumber or a chair or something that may be an artifact of this time frame, it immediately becomes unvaluable in the sense of what the weight of ages has brought upon it. However, as you continue to kind of dig through and look around, I want everybody to give me an investigation check. I would say it's 23, 18, 15, 10. Loki, I'm going to throw one out there. Harvest and Novakri, you both find a couple things in this tower. The first is a playbill, like a little piece of paper that before it, tatters to dust in front of you, you see that it says Yithrin Orchestral Magnificence. And as it starts to tatter and fall, says, "Come see us tonight in the central orchestral tower, where Yithrin's might and musical ability to be shown." The other thing that you find is another piece of parchment, and this parchment has something that seems more like a writ or a consequence attached to it, and it says, "By law, you," and it's got a picture of this like blue-skinned, almost human but not human, like vaguely unrepresentative of human's face with a finger. Then it says, "By law, you must help keep the city clean. Learn prestidigitation." And that's it. That's what you find. What do you guys want to do?
Do I I'm heavily relying on my sense of smell. Do I smell anything of particular interest in any of the crates and any of the barrels?
There does not appear to be anything, even from the stairwell leading up, that makes you particularly interested.
Okay.
Actually, I take that back. Across the causeway, let me do it this way, back to the causeway where you first came from, and I can bring everybody back there. There was this strange scent of nothingness. There is a strange scent that you do not know, and I say that as you being a direwolf right now. You do not recognize what you smell. It seems foreign to you.
Okay.
What's everybody else doing?
And the original reason why I was interested in looking in this area was I wanted to be able to determine or try to be able to determine is there anything magical coming from this area that is causing this area specifically to glow? Like, is there anything local? Or is the glowing, like, is that still coming from the central, by my best guesstimations, is that still coming from the central tower?
So everybody that's in here realizes that there are these sconces. There are these like they're not torches, they're sconces, but they have light in them. They're like here. They're like here. Oh, I'm on the right thing. They're like here and here and here and here and here that are glowing like them. Think of if you ever saw what the hell was the movie? What was the second Anne Rice vampire movie? The Vampire Lestat.
The Vampire Lestat.
Yes. There was a scene where he goes into this like subterranean chasm, this room, this whatever, and he plays his violin to awaken or summon or appease this long dead vampire goddess from like ancient Egypt. But as he enters into this room, this sepulcher, this like room of death, these torches come alive and light up around him, and it's like that's what this is like, except these torches have been burning now for millennia and didn't require you to be here to burn.
Looking for a power source. Can I determine if the thing powering these sconces is here, or is it still coming from the center?
You think that for something to last this long, for something to exist this long without a power source, right? Like without like a power core or something like that, means there's gotta be something. There's gotta be a battery. There's gotta be a core that is beyond your recognition to make this happen, because this is an entire city. Like, this isn't just like a town or like a burb. This is like an entire frozen city that is still working millennia after everyone apparently died. So there has to be.
And that power source is not local to this tower, as far as I can determine.
Well, that power source does not seem to be in this tower, no.
I'll just take a quick jaunt upstairs, I guess. See what I see.
You upstairs, and you see that upstairs there are a series of what looks like well, how should I describe this? If you go up the stairs, you see that there is what looks like a series of rooms with lines drawn across them that are parallel to each other, and that there is at the far side or to the north side a like a red ruby throne that somebody could sit in.
Okay. And just as the player, not the character, does my character recognize that as the same throne that we saw as an audience?
No, this seems different. Excuse me, sorry. This seems
Smaller?
This seems localized. This seems like something that maybe was in this tower solely.
And nothing else of interest up here. Nothing that I smell, see.
Well, it's interesting. You say smell, so give
I rolled
me.
a nat 20 on my smell perception
Hmm.
for
I'm gonna
23.
give you that you don't scent anything magical. You don't scent anything that's like beyond the norm. But what you do scent is that in this tower, in this sort of room in front of this like red throne, blood has been spilt on the floor before. That there is enough blood that and latentness that no matter how much you clean, no matter how much you scrub, that as a dire wolf you pick up and know that there was there.
Okay, so does it appear to have been attempted to be cleaned up? Like if there's no visible blood, I
Yes.
just know it's been there, or is there blood literally all over the place?
Yes. You just it's he let me describe it this way. So when accidents happen, whether by machination or literal happenstance, sometimes things need to be cleaned up. This is a pristine tower connected to what may have at one point been a pristine city. In this room, it looks like somebody came in and tried to clean that up. The fact that you can smell it, that you can know what happened here at some point, or know some parts of what happened at some point, means they did not do a perfect job to clean it up.
I guess people didn't learn prestidigitation well enough.
Right, exactly.
Breaking the law.
I guess that's why they were
breaking
really
the
pushing
law.
it.
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
And does it continue up again, or is this it? Is it 1 and 2 levels? That's it.
You can go up again. I'll just tell you. If you go up one again, it looks like it just opens up into like the heavens, and there is again another like area like what you're looking at, where there are marked off tableaus. There's marked off portions of the floor, and then there is this seat that seems to have like a ruby seat with a desk around it, and there are also what looks like altars, but they're just very simple, very rudimentary. They are at best these like sandstone pillars with grooves or like indentations cut into themselves. That's it.
These people were into some sick shit. Okay, I'll go back downstairs.
Okay.
Do I smell blood on that level too, or no?
Which level? The level you were just on?
The very top.
No.
Was that the top?
Interestingly enough, no. As you come downstairs, the scent of blood is on the floor that you're on as you come down to that second level, and then as you come back to the third level where Ziada is at the base of the stairs, that's where the greatest scent is.
Oh. Okay, so it gets heavier. The smell of blood gets heavier as I go down. Oh.
Almost like there's a base level contract, right? Like to get to the second level to move towards your god, you have to do this. And then the second level is you have to do this, which may incorporate something beyond base sacrifice. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you guys reemerge, you come back in. You're done with this tower where these gargoyles are. You want to go back to the main zone?
I'm good to go back. Check out the thingamabobs now. The thing that Ziato was attempting to check out. First got here.
Well, so
The stadium.
you guys are back here. Do you want to check out the stadium? Is that what we're going to do?
Think so.
All right. Is everybody doing that, or is everybody doing their own thing?
I think so, but maybe next week.
Well,
Yeah,
then,
definitely.
why don't we do this? Because it is 11:39. If everybody is with Ziada, and you come up to what looks like a stadium, the air around this amphitheater is charged with static. Cracked steps descend to the stadium floor where a tiny glittering object rests on a pedestal of black stone. 3 metal masts rise from the arena like gigantic tridents, and each one of them emitting a low. The branches of each trident are 25 feet off the ground and extend some 50 plus feet in the air. And as you come in, there is a sentence issued that says, "Welcome! This is the Tournament of Chain Lightning." And as you enter, force field shoots up around each of you as you've come in, and you are now locked in what is the Yithrin Arena of Chain Lightning. And we'll pick up next week to figure out how this works out.
Poorly.
Okay, guys, and they have a good night.
Nice.
Night, everybody. Good job.
Good night.